For Christianity now, this Christianity for the past 15 years is one version that cannot stand the test of times. For Christianity now, if we send our Christians on stage, on internship to Islam for 1 year, and then to Jehovah's Witness for 1 year, and they come back, they will be better Christians. The Jehovah's Witness, they have no miracles. They don't believe in the supernatural. They don't even believe in blood transfusion. I have seen cases that they go to the hospital, they say your child needs transfusion now or the child will die. And he stands and says, I don't believe in that. And the child dies because of lack of transfusion. And he goes and buries the child. And the next day he is doing evangelism under the sun. He is not. But here in Christianity, if any bad thing happens to you, you have your pastor to blame. You are not even looking at God. You have your pastor. The people had told me it was a wrong church. I did not believe. The pastor, he prayed, but he did not pray well. That oil they gave me did not work. If any bad thing happens, you have the church to start accusing. You will accuse for 10 years until your eyes will open. After 10 years, when you have caused damage. The Jehovah's Witness, they are there. Nothing is happening. They are still comfortable. No Holy Spirit, they are still comfortable. They still do the work of God. No signs and wonders, they are still doing the work of God. No love of God, they still love the God that they don't feel His love. The Muslims are there. They know that their mission is to increase Islam. Come to look at it. We are in a different kind of community here. If we were in Africa, where we were, please reduce the volume. If we were in Africa, I would describe what I want to describe better. In our context, like in Cameroon, where I come from, Muslims usually leave the north to come to the south and the other areas to hustle, right? And when they come, they don't look for any other place. They look for the quarter called Awuza quarters. How was that quarter started? It started by one rich Muslim who rented a place or bought a place there. And because he is rich, he decided to raise a mosque there. And so every Muslim that enters into that town looks for that place. He knows that if he gets to that place, he will have where to settle, where to sleep. And the next thing is that they don't look for jobs far from there. If they go and get a job that will prevent them from worshiping in the mosque, they cancel the job so that nothing prevents them. But in that same context, come and see Christians when they are transferred to a new place or when they transfer to a new place. See the context in which they look for a place to stay. I'm looking for government school or market. You look for a house close to school for the children or market. So I'll just throw me so they go market, they come back. And then you will go and take one house that is in an armed robber infested zone because it is close to government school and close to market, which will prevent you from attending any midweek service. And then you tell your pastor, where I'm staying there, even you cannot go there at 7 p.m. That's why I cannot come for midweek service. What was your priorities when you were looking for where to rent? Market and government school. What was the priority of the Muslim when he was looking for where to stay? The mosque, the place of prayer. And you start to complain, where I stay is so far. Every day when I have to come to church with the whole family, we spend up to 5,000 francs for transport only. If I have to come at that 4 times a week, Pastor, imagine. Who sent you there? Wrong priorities. That's how our minds are. And even in the midst of that, you are inconsistent, but you are the first to blame the church when one negative thing happens. You are the first. You will not blame your prayer life. You will not blame your inconsistency. You will blame the church. You will blame the pastor. That even that night before that child died, I called the pastor, he did not pick. He too is a human being. He could have been sleeping. I called him. He somehow 5 missed calls. He could not call back. All these things you are doing is a seed you are planting. The day you will begin to harvest, you will not like that kind of harvest. Hello, are we together? Yeah. So change the cycles you are creating.